So in a lot of our classes we require students to do research. Sometimes it's a big priority and sometimes it's really just something that has to be done but isn't something you want to take too much of the class time to do, or have them really exhaust too much of their efforts in that portion of the assignment. So one of the ways to get around that is instead of having them search the whole World Wide Web for stuff, which certainly there's a lot of junk out there that's not very good, and then there's lots of good stuff too. Trying to sort of pre-filter for some of your students can help speed up that process. So one of the ways that I'm going to show is using a custom search through Google. Certainly Google is the first stop for just about every one of my students. Anytime they want to find something, they go to Google. However, as you know, a lot of that stuff that comes up is not really valid or clear information. So what I've done is I started by opening up several sites that I've bookmarked, and I find all the information here to be pretty valid. So this is a good starting point. Certainly you want to have a variety of pages. The more the better, as long as they are ones that you can trust and think are pretty good. So I have them all open in tabs right now, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to create a custom search through Google. So obviously right here this is just a search standard through Google. That's not where you want to be. So up here in the bar we're going to type cse.google.com. And that brings us to custom search engine. So over here, custom search, you'll see I already have one, but we can add. And so sites to search, it's pretty simple. You copy paste each of the individual links. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to copy that one, bounce back, paste that in, and go to the next one. Paste, go on down the line, you want to make sure that you're at the actual root page too. So if you see like a slash at the end and then a whole bunch of other stuff, maybe a subcategory page, I recommend backing it up so that it's just the main page source, unless you really want it to be very specific to a certain topic on the website. Alright, once you have all of your sites in the list, you can come up with a name for the search engine. So I'm going to change this, which is just plug that in from whatever the first page you put in there, and we'll just call it architectural research. If you look under advanced options, you do have some other abilities to restrict. If you go under advanced, or sorry, not there, but I guess after we create it we see more options. So if I click create, okay, so once you've created it, you can pull the code or get a URL to share with your students in whichever way you like. So this will give you an embed code so you can actually embed it on your website or on your teacher page or wherever you want to put it, or with a particular assignment. This, again, it's just a URL, so that works too, whichever one you like better for what you're trying to do. And once you have it created, then you're good to go. If you want to get back to see your lists, you just click right here where it says custom search, and here are any that you've created so far. Now if I click on that, you can also, by the way, get the URL there. In here, this is what I was looking for a minute ago. There are additional options you can set up that they don't give you on that initial screen. So in here you've got everything from whether or not you want it to include images, if you want to change languages, if you have ESL students. If you click advanced, yeah, it's nothing we need. You can add labels to categorize these. That's the advanced I was looking for. If you want to exclude a particular site or sites, you can block some out. And that could even be a sub-page to one of the main ones, or whatever it is that you're looking to do. So you do have some additional options there to adjust. And that's how you do a Google custom search.